What is up, guys? I am going to show you how to fix the power steering in your Mustang. Wrong one, this one right here. So Sammy boy right here put a KRC pump on there, so he could technically do this as well, but it's not as important as it is with my Drift New Edge. That has a Fox Body 302 swapped into it with the notorious Ford power steering pump. There's a video I watched on YouTube that someone has already made going over this stuff, but he didn't show it in action, so I want to show it in action and me doing it, and I'm going to do it a little bit cheaper than he did. He converted everything to AN, which I have done in the past, but I want to keep it simple, stupid on this build. So right next to me, I have pretty much everything I need to do this. I am missing the special fluid, but here is everything. I'm going to go ahead and replace my power steering pump just because I've replaced it twice already and this keeps happening, and want to make sure it doesn't happen again. But not only am I adding a cooler, this is a big part. This is another big part to it right here. So going straight off the other guy's video, he said the power steering pump starts to wear off and then you recirculate all those pieces of metal back into the power steering pump, and it just gets worse and worse and worse over time. So putting a filter on the return line is how you essentially save your power steering pump. And then the fact that the stock power steering cooler is this little pipe that is not even underneath the bumper bar. It is completely hidden behind the bumper bar, so this barely gets any airflow at all. At my last drift event, I was spraying my radiator off and my power steering was going out, so I started feeling the power steering cooler hose and I burnt my fingers on it, because how are you supposed to get any airflow to it when just those two little pipes stick down? So I'm going to try to mount the cooler right here off the radiator. That way we can actually get some airflow to it and hopefully not destroy it like I did to my core support right there. And I am just using some super cheap parts for this. This Evil Energy 3/8 30 micron filter was about 16 bucks. This cooler was about 20 bucks. New Amazon power steering pump and power steering pump pulley puller. That way I can take the pulley off of my old one and install it on this one. And I will demonstrate getting into my car. It should be able to turn fairly easily because it is in the grass. So whenever it's idling, it's fighting me so much. And you can see it pulsing as I rev it. It gives it more RPM to spin better. But when I'm moving and it's still cold, it's not that bad. But it's definitely going in and out. My angle kit makes a whole lot of noise. I'm gonna pull my bumper off to get a little bit better access. My KBD bumper desperately needs to be repainted, but now we can reach everything significantly easier. Two 8mm bolts, one right there, one right here, and we got the entire factory power steering cooler drop down. We have one hose that goes up to the plastic power steering reservoir and the other hose that clamps on to a hard line off of the rack right there. Got the car jacked up in the air and we can see this fluid is looking pretty nasty. There's definitely some glitter going on in here, which is not the best. I'm going to try to flush the rack out, so I took all the fluid, put it in this old oil jug, and I'm going to turn the wheel back to back and hopefully it pulls some more fluid into the reservoir. Go all the way one way, all the way to the other, go back straight, see if we got anything in the reservoir, maybe another quick little squirt in there. Yep, got a little bit more. This is supposed to be clear or red. I've been putting ATF in here, but I did top it off with some clear power steering fluid. But it's definitely not supposed to be black or dark brown. Had some generic ATF laying around, so now I'm going to pour that in, cycle it through, suck it back out. Do this a couple times to make sure all the fluid is clean in there to save the rack. I should replace the rack with everything else just to ensure the whole system is clean, but I'm hoping this filter does its job and this rack is not trashed as well. Just turn the car off. I had it running with the power steering pump going, of course. Turn the wheel over and over. So here is the first flush. That does not look much different, still very red tinted, so we're going to keep doing this until the fluid looks mostly clean. You're not going to get perfection, but I'm going to try. Here is fill number 2, fresh fluid in, cycle it all until it is clean. See, that's what we're looking for, where it's fresh and red. Second time, let's see how we're looking. Not much better. Starting to look a little bit more red though. This is the 4th time filling and draining. It's turning the wheel over and over, and I think this is about as good as I'm gonna get. It does keep getting better and better, but I can't expect it to not be a little dirty with how old all the hoses and everything else is. There's a chance that just flushing your fluid will help as well. Just get a lot of that contaminants out to stop destroying the pump. But I'm going to leak some of this out when I'm undoing these hoses as well. Now that we got it flushed out as much as I care about doing, we can go ahead and remove the power steering pump. So you got this bolt right here, hose clamp on the bottom, use the belt tensioner, and then bolt, take it out. Okay. Oh, the human vice grip in the flesh. Okay, I still got some ways. Bada boom. Just like that. So now we can transfer this ugly bracket and that pulley on to the new pump. I have put the pump on, bracket on, pulley on, and it's going to be kind of hard to tell, but I pushed the pulley on a little bit too far, so we're kind of over a rib, and luckily I can still fit the puller on there. So do not put this on all the way. I've done this before, but I wasn't paying attention when tightening it. Thought I could get away with it, but now I have to back it out a tiny bit, pull the pulley off a tiny bit so it lines up perfectly. I now have this all back together, the pulley pulled out. You can see almost fit my finger through here where this was almost touching the bolt before, but all good to go. Belt looks lined up, and now we can move on to the important part. This is the hose that comes off the power steering reservoir. So that I have routed out. I'm not going to go through this little hole anymore. I don't have an AC condenser, so I'm just going to squeeze it up here, and that gives me a lot more room to have these move. And then off the rack, I have the filter facing towards the front of the vehicle. The fluid direction is this way, and this is a directional filter. So then we're going to go here to the cooler, out of the cooler to here. You could have ran a brand new hose all the way to the reservoir. I didn't have enough that came with the little kit, so I got a 3/8 to 3/8 barb and I hose clamped it just to extend the hose a little bit more, and now I can route both of those to the cooler right there. Here it is up front, just kind of zip tied it in place, give it some room to move if need be, if any incidents happen on track. But now it's under the bumper bar, should work way better. Everything has been put back together 100%. We are just missing the fluid, which comes tomorrow. It's a special fluid There's the cooler. Kind of jank, but as long as it gets airflow this time, that's what's important. Just got my special Type F transmission fluid with no friction modifier, so now we can put her in, bleed the air out, and hopefully my power steering works really good. Power steering pump is still gonna whine a little tiny bit, but I got all the air out and I can already tell it's feeling a lot better. So what some of y'all may be thinking is you just put a new power steering pump and new power steering fluid in. Of course, it's going to feel a lot better than the old clapped out power steering pump and really dirty fluid. And the answer to that is technically yes. This is of course going to feel better right off the bat, but that's not what is important with this whole fiasco I just did. Like I said, this is the third power steering pump I have put onto my Drift Mustang because they keep going bad. And they keep going bad because there is no filter and the cooler is very shit. By putting in a actual cooler, it is going to not only keep the power steering cooler to where it doesn't get hot, the filter is also going to be filtering out all the particles that would have happened from it destroying itself with hot fluid as well. So it should hopefully always feel as good as it does right now with a brand new pump. But since I just installed this and haven't been to a track day or anything to actually test it out, at this point I do not know. I just wanted to show the process of what other pros have said and see if it works for me. So if you're seeing this video in the future, hopefully several months from now when I've actually been able to test it, you can ask in the comments. I will try to leave updates in the future to let you know if my power steering is still working as good as it does with a fresh pump and new fluid, or if I just added a few more failure points to my Mustang. This will also work on any power steering system, on any vehicle you want to put it on. It doesn't even have to be a drift car. It can be a track car or anything. Adding a cooler and a filter to any system is, of course, going to improve performance and longevity. The Type F fluid is Ford specific, but I don't believe it needs to be on a Ford either. It's just that was a ATF fluid that does not have any friction modifiers. So that's why the guy in that video said to go ahead and use that exact fluid. But other than that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you can keep your projects power steering working a whole lot better. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Follow my Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, everything under that username right there. And motherfucking